This is the Schmo with the pro, with the OG in the fight game, the one and only, the welterweight, Rory MacDonald here at Sanford MMA. How we doing?
Doing well, thanks.
The Schmo's been waiting a long time to finally interview you. You're making your PFL debut April 29th against David Michaud. Expectations going into this matchup?
Yeah, David, he's a guy that brings the fight to you every time. He'll get in your face and wants to press the action, so I'm expecting a high-intensity match with him.
Yes, and you're the former welterweight champion in Bellator. Obviously, you fought in the UFC, one of the Schmo's, if not the favorite. It's probably the favorite fight of all time against Robbie Lawler, who also trains here at Sanford MMA. When you came down here from the hometown in Montreal, what was the first interaction with Robbie Lawler?
Oh, it's always been good with Robbie. He's such a down-to-earth, cool guy. So even right after the fight or before the fight, he's not the same guy as in the cage. We're both competitors, so we talk all the time and just regular conversations. So it's been an honor to be able to come and train with him and learn from him.
And I know you've been down here for a few months. Who are you getting your most work with here at Sanford?
There's so many guys. I haven't really went with the same guy twice often because there's so many bodies here around my weight class. So I've been able to mix it up with a lot of different guys, which is a really nice thing to have. It's not usual that you have this many, welterweights and middleweights in one room to practice with.
After you beat one of the most decorated welterweights in UFC history, Tyron Woodley, he went off to win 7 straight, and he's got a very decorated career. What do you think he learned the most after losing to you to go on that winning streak?
Maybe it just refocused him. I believe I remember him saying he wasn't super focused going into that fight, which that happens in everyone's career. Sometimes you could just kind of ease up or take your foot off the gas pedal. I've done it before. So it seemed like that kind of triggered him to get back training hard, and he did great things after that.
As an OG in the fight game, you're a pioneer because you're one of those fighters that showed, hey, you can be top of the food chain and not have to just compete in the UFC. You can do it in Bellator, and obviously now you're doing that, or going to be doing that here in the PFL, man. What would you say was the biggest obstacle you had when you were switching organizations the first time?
Well, not really any obstacles. It's just, being a free agent, I feel like you can get the most value out of your career. Obviously, I was able to build up my name with the UFC, which I'm super grateful for, and all the opportunities I had there. It's a great platform to get all the attention. But I felt like to get my value, I had to test free agency, and I did it again after my run in Bellator. And I feel like that's me personally, I think that is the most benefit to get paid your worth. So that was an obstacle, but I believe in myself, and I think with the right performances and the right negotiation and things like that, you can get paid a lot more than just sitting under the same contract and hoping for the pot of gold at the end of your road. You get paid properly throughout the entirety of your career.
And you and Douglas Lima, who's now the welterweight champion, you guys are split 1-1. Do you feel like you guys need to have a trilogy match at some point in your career, or is that ship sailed and you're content with that?
Well, I'd like to fight Doug again, but it's not that I'm I have something in my heart I've lost lots of fights before that I'm not upset about it. I would be motivated to fight him again for sure. He's a great guy to fight, and I believe that I would beat him again if we fought again. But, I hope that happens. But if it doesn't, say la vie. It's no biggie.
And how do you think he would stack up against some of the welterweight talent in the UFC?
Doug?
Yes.
Oh, he'd be right up there with the top guys, obviously. I believe I'm up there too. So, he beat me last time. He's one of the toughest guys I've won against, so he'd definitely be a title challenger for sure.
Absolutely. And what's your favorite part about living here in Florida? I know it's been a few months, but what do you like the most about the Sunshine State?
I like being out of the cold. Right now back home it's pretty well. Actually, it just warmed up, but I got here during the thick of winter, so that's pretty nice. Just being able to have heat all year round, so that's been nice. And just training, I love training, so that's been probably my favorite thing.
You do love training, and one of your former training partners, George St. Pierre, man, obviously everyone wants to talk about him fighting Khabib coming out of retirement, man. Do you feel like he is completely done and that fight will not happen?
I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't talked to George at all about that. He gets asked that question all the time, and it's really, I have no clue. But I think if he wanted to, if he had that passion, he definitely could. He's probably better now than he was when he retired. He just keeps training and keeps getting better. So same with Khabib, he's still training and still getting better. So these guys, I don't think, have lost their edge in retirement.
Can we get a final message for the Red King fans out there worldwide?
Like a message to my fans?
Absolutely.
Check out my fight April 29th. I think you're going to see a different animal in there than you've seen in probably my last 2 fights, maybe 3-4 fights. I spent this time off of 2020 to really, look inside and what, why I wasn't performing the way I wanted to. And I made those adjustments, and I've been working hard, and I think that's going to pay off. And you'll definitely see a hungry and best version of myself so far, I believe.
Can't wait to see it April 29th. He's the pro, Rory MacDonald. I'm the Schmo here at Sanford MMA. We're out.